Hello, comrades. It is I, your People's Commissar of Propaganda, and I'm gonna show you how to make a meme. First thing we do when we make a meme is we gotta make sure we have a good program installed on our computer to make memes with. For beginners, I'm gonna suggest that you use paint.net. So you're going to go to Google and you're going to hit download paint.net. If you just put in paint.net, it'll think it's a URL and it'll get all lost. You're going to go to get paint.net, just download for Windows or whichever one you use, but I already have it installed on my computer, so I'm just going to open it up. Alright, so let's look at some of the different things that we got here. We got our tools, got our select. We can even do circles. And if we do a funky shape, there's lots of different things we could do. We could use the fill feature. We could pick out our color that we want and we type it in there. Or click it in there and it'll go to that shape, and then when we want it to unselect, we just hit this little X right there and it deselects it. Let's see, what are some of the other things. Oh, we got two colors that we can use. We got this primary color, and this is the left click, and we got a secondary color, and that's the right click color. We have a magic wand. This is like the select, but instead of having to draw yourself, it'll just select everything that's one color. And the magic wand, it's cool because we can normally, if you just click a different space, it'll unselect where you did it before. But we can also hit this add here where it will select all of the different things together. Or we could even hit subtract and see the last place I clicked was right there. So when I hit unselected, my little spot was there. And so now that deselects it. So now it is not inside of our selected area. Got a lot of cool things here already. I don't like this picture. I want to get a new one, so we're going to hit Control N. It'll ask us what size of picture we want. These are the pixels. That seems like a pretty good size, 800 by 600. That's a pretty good size for your standard meme. What else do we got? Okay, well, I showed you the spill, the paint filler. We got an eraser. And see how the eraser makes it kind of checkered in the background? That means it's transparent. That means that there's literally no pixels there at all. If we were to put any other type of picture behind it, it would show through. We got a brush. Let's see, let's pick out a new color. We can paint all sorts of size, and we can change the size of our brush too. This is the color picker. So let's say that you're looking at something and you want to get a specific color. You can click on the place that you want on the picture and it'll get that color for you, so you can use that color. Oh, we can draw shapes too. It draws it in whatever color you select. If you want to unselect anything, you just hit escape too. Let's draw this one. And we can change the width of the lines of our square here too. We can make our squares look different. We can make it draw the outline, we could draw it filled, or we could draw an outline with filling inside, where it'll have it'll have the primary color on the outside and the secondary color on the inside. You can hit, if you want to unselect it, you can hit enter or escape. Let's say I don't really like that square. What can I do? That's an ugly square. What we can do is we can hit Control Z. And it'll go back and undo everything that you just did step by step. Let's say I don't want to go through all that trouble of doing Control Z. Let's say there's just a whole section that I just don't like it. I just want it to be gone. So we're going to take our select tool. Where did it go? Oh, because I put it on subtract. Got to make sure that setting is correct. Okay, so we're going to do our select tool, then we can hit delete. If we hit backspace, then it'll fill it with our primary color, which is kind of cool. If you want to just get rid of the whole thing, you can hit Control A and it selects the whole thing, and you can hit delete. And see how it's checkered? That means that there's no pixels here. Normally when we make a new one, it gets white. It has white pixels, but here it has no pixels. Let's see what other things we have. Oh, these are for like moving things around. Ooh, this one is a fun one. You can do gradients. So you can put your primary color there and your secondary color there. And before it unselects, we could even change it. Let's say I don't like it. Let's say I want to change my primary color to make it pink. And I want to change my secondary color to make it blue. And I can do a little gradient. Ain't that cool or what? And now I can hit escape. Ooh, there's lots of different types of gradients we can do too. We could do like a circular one. We can do, so I hit Control Z to undo it. We could do one that's like a line. Do one that's like, we can do, let's see, I don't know if I've played with these ones much, these spirals. I'm not sure I like that one very much. Conical, ooh. It's kind of cool. I got this pencil brush too, that's kind of fun. It's like the paintbrush, but it's just real thinner. Let's go to making our meme. First thing we gotta do is we gotta find a picture to use for a meme. We're gonna go back to Google. I don't know. Who do we want to make a meme of? I don't know. Let's pick Donald Trump. Everybody loves Donald Trump. Now we gotta find a nice picture of him to use as a meme that we think would make a nice meme. Ooh, there's lots of good meme pictures here. So many good ones to pick from. I mean, I don't think there is such a thing as a good picture of Donald Trump, but I like this one. We're gonna hit copy image. We're gonna right click on it, hit copy image, and I go to Alt Tab to go back to my meme page, and I hit Control V. And so this thing comes up. The image being pasted is larger than the canvas. So remember when we made this, it was 800 by 600 pixels. So this is more than that. What we want to do is we can either hit expand canvas, so it'll make it to the size of the picture, or we could do keep canvas the same size, where it won't paste the whole image. It'll just paste enough to fit onto 600 by 800 pixels. So let's try it this way, and so you can see it only gives you a part of it, but you can move it around to get to the part you like by clicking and dragging. Okay, I'm gonna hit escape. If I hit Control V again, it'll ask it for me again. And this time let's hit expand canvas. Okay. So this over here, this is our layers. So the layers are like putting one picture on top of another. And when you're making your meme, you don't really want to do a whole lot to your original picture, because once you do things to the original picture, you can't really undo them very easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit a new layer, and we want to make sure that we're selected on the correct layer, because whatever layer that we're clicked on, that's the one where we're going to be doing stuff to it. And so now we're going to go to the text tool. Let's see, what can he be saying? change my diaper. Well, that's way too small, because this picture is really big, so we need to make our font way bigger. And so we can change the font size until we get to the size we like. Now, this is really important. When you have the text tool, do not click anywhere on the picture until you are done typing, because as soon as you're done typing, as soon as you click somewhere, you can't edit that text anymore. So let's try this again. So, change my diaper. And so we can move. This doesn't count as clicking on it because we're just clicking on the part of the text. And you can also click inside the text too. But as soon as you click anywhere else, then it'll go away. Well, I don't know about this text. Let's see what other things we got. We can pick the font. Comic Sans. Usually it's a bad idea to use Comic Sans. A lot of memes use Impact font. I like this one here. I don't know what that's called. It's nice and bold and easy to read. And look, we can even change the color too to make it more easy to read too. Oh, make sure we go to selecting a primary color. We can make it any color we want, and we can change the colors too and make them a little more fancy. And just make it all I don't know, I'm feeling yellow today. I think yellow's a good color for this. And to be honest, I don't really know how to spell diaper, but it doesn't really matter. So we're gonna click out of our text, so we can either click somewhere else or we can hit escape or enter. Alright, so we got our meme now. And now we have two pictures here. So we need, since we're all done, we need to make them into one picture. So we're going to hit merge with the layer down, so this will smush them together to make one picture. And so remember I was talking about the transparent pixels. And so this picture, this other layer, it's transparent. It has no pixels there. But if I were to fill it in with a different color, then it will have pixels. And it looks like I made it disappear, but I didn't. It's just hiding behind the other one. So I can just delete this layer. And I can make as many layers as I want. But before we save it, we kind of want to make it one. Unless we're saving it in the middle of a project. When we're saving it in the middle of a project, we don't make it one. So we're going to go to Save As. And when it's one layer, it's the default is a PNG file, and that's the type that we want. And so we're going to save this as Donald Trump. And then you can post your meme anywhere you want. And look, if I close it out, I can open it up again by searching in the place where I last found it. There we go, we've made our first meme.